Welcome to our journey through the 8 essential parts of speech in English. Understanding these building blocks is key to mastering grammar and expressing yourself clearly. Whether you're writing an essay, chatting online, or giving a presentation, knowing how each part of speech works will help you communicate with confidence. In this video, we'll break down each part, provide simple examples, and show you how they fit into everyday sentences. Let's get started and unlock the secrets of English grammar together. Parts of speech are categories that words fall into based on their function in a sentence. Think of them as the roles actors play in a movie. Each one has a unique job that helps the sentence make sense. There are 8 main parts of speech: noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. By understanding these categories, you'll be able to identify and use words more effectively in your writing and speaking. Start with nouns. Nouns are nomming words. They name people, places, things, or even abstract ideas. For example, robot, YouTube, India, and success are all nouns. Whenever you talk about something or someone, you're using a noun. In the sentence, the robot loves studying English. Both robot and English are nouns. Nouns are the foundation of most sentences, giving us the subjects and objects we talk about. Let's look at more examples of nouns in action. Imagine a classroom filled with students and a teacher. Here, classroom, students, and teacher are all nouns. Nouns can be concrete like laptop or banner, or abstract like success or idea. Whenever you identify something in the world or in your mind, you're likely using a noun. This makes nouns incredibly important in both spoken and written English. Next up are pronouns. Pronouns are words that replace nouns to avoid repeating the same word over and over. For example, instead of saying, "The robot bought a laptop and the robot uses the laptop every day," you can say, "The robot bought a laptop and it uses it every day." Here, it is a pronoun that stands in for both robot and laptop. Common pronouns include I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. Let's see how pronouns work in everyday sentences. If you're talking about your friend Sarah, instead of repeating her name, you can say, "Sarah is my friend, she loves music." Here, she is a pronoun that replaces Sarah. Pronouns make sentences smoother and less repetitive, helping your speech and writing flow naturally. Verbs are the action heroes of sentences. They show what someone or something is doing or the state they're in. Without a verb, you can't have a complete sentence. Words like listen, practice, is, speak, and run are all verbs. For example, in we listen and practice daily, both listen and practice are verbs. Verbs bring sentences to life by expressing actions, occurrences, or states of being. Let's explore more verbs in action. Think about your daily routine. You wake up, eat breakfast, study, and relax. Each of these actions uses a verb. Verbs can also describe states like is or are. For example, she is happy. Whether you're talking about what you do or how you feel, verbs are always at the heart of your sentences. Adjectives are words that describe nouns or pronouns, adding extra details like size, color, or quantity. For example, in the phrase professional banner, professional is an adjective describing the banner. Other adjectives include blue, digital, short, and smart. Adjectives help paint a clearer picture, making your sentences more interesting and specific. Let's see adjectives in action. Imagine you're describing a classroom. It could be large, bright, or modern. These adjectives give more information about the classroom. Adjectives can also describe people like friendly teacher or hardworking student. By using adjectives, you make your language richer and more engaging. Adverbs modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. They often answer questions like how, when, where, or to what degree. Many adverbs end in ly, such as quickly, automatically, and perfectly. For example, in the video uploaded automatically, automatically is an adverb describing how the video was uploaded. Adverbs add depth and detail to your sentences. Let's look at more adverbs in use. If you say, "She speaks very clearly," very modifies clearly and clearly modifies speaks. Adverbs can also tell when something happens, like yesterday or online. By using adverbs, you can make your sentences more precise and expressive. Prepositions are words that show the relationship between a noun and other words in a sentence. They often indicate time, direction, or location. Common prepositions include in, on, at, under, and with. For example, in the logo is on the center of the banner. On shows the relationship between logo and center. Prepositions help clarify where and when things happen. Let's see prepositions in action. If you say, "The book is under the table," under tells us the book's location, or "We meet at noon," where at indicates time. Prepositions are small but powerful words that help your sentences make sense by connecting ideas clearly. Conjunctions are words that link other words, phrases, or clauses together. They help sentences flow smoothly and show the relationship between ideas. Common conjunctions include and, but, or, because, and so. For example, I want to learn grammar, so I practice every evening. Here, so connects two related ideas. Conjunctions are essential for building complex and interesting sentences. Let's look at conjunctions in use. If you say, "She likes tea and coffee," and connects two nouns, or "He is tired but happy," where but links two contrasting ideas, conjunctions make your writing and speaking more fluid and logical by joining thoughts together. Interjections are short words or phrases that express strong emotions or sudden feelings. They usually stand alone and are followed by an exclamation mark. Examples include wow, oh, ouch, hey, and oops. In the sentence, "Wow, your YouTube channel layout looks incredible," wow is an interjection showing excitement. Interjections add emotion and energy to your language. Let's see interjections in action. Imagine you drop your phone and say, "Oops," or you see something amazing and shout, "Wow." Interjections are often used in conversation to show surprise, pain, excitement, or other strong feelings. They make your speech more lively and expressive. Understanding the parts of speech helps you build better sentences and communicate more clearly. When you know how each part works, you can choose the right words and avoid common mistakes. This knowledge is useful for writing essays, emails, or even social media posts. It's a fundamental skill for anyone learning English. Think about your daily life. Everywhere you look, you see nouns. From your phone to your desk and even your ideas, nouns are all around you. Recognizing nouns helps you describe your world and share your experiences with others. Pronouns make conversations smoother. Instead of repeating names, you can use words like he, she, or they. This keeps your sentences short and easy to follow. Pronouns are especially helpful when talking about people or things you've already mentioned. Every time you describe what you or someone else is doing, you're using a verb. Whether you run, study, or relax, verbs are at the core of your sentences. They help you share actions, feelings, and states of being with others. Adjectives make your language colorful and specific. Instead of saying a car, you can say a blue car or a fast car. These extra details help your listener or reader imagine exactly what you mean. Adverbs help you explain how, when, or where something happens. For example, she sings beautifully tells us how she sings. Adverbs make your sentences more precise and help your listener understand exactly what you mean. Prepositions are like bridges in your sentences. They connect nouns to other words and show relationships. For example, the keys are on the table. Here, on connects keys and table, making the sentence clear. When you want to join two ideas or actions, conjunctions are your best friend. For example, I studied hard and I passed the test. The word and links the two actions, making your sentence more complete. Whenever you want to express a strong feeling, use an interjection. Words like wow or ouch instantly show your emotions. They're especially common in conversations and informal writing. Nouns come in different types: common nouns, proper nouns, abstract nouns, and collective nouns. For example, city is a common noun, London is a proper noun, happiness is an abstract noun, and team is a collective noun. Each type helps you be more specific in your communication. There are several types of pronouns such as personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, and demonstrative pronouns. He, she, and they are personal pronouns. His, her, and their are possessive pronouns. This and that are demonstrative pronouns. Each type has a special role in making sentences clear and concise. Verbs can be action verbs, linking verbs, or helping verbs. Action verbs show what someone does, like run or write. Linking verbs connect the subject to more information, like is or seem. Helping verbs work with main verbs to show tense or possibility, like can or will. Knowing these types helps you use verbs correctly. Adjectives can be descriptive, quantitative, or demonstrative. Descriptive adjectives tell us what kind, like blue or smart. Quantitative adjectives tell us how many, like 3 or many. Demonstrative adjectives point out specific things, like this or those. Each type adds a different layer of meaning. Adverbs can describe manner, time, place, or degree. For example, quickly tells how, yesterday tells when, here tells where, and very tells to what degree. Using different types of adverbs helps you give more information in your sentences. Prepositions can show time, place, or direction. For example, at noon shows time, on the table shows place, and into the room shows direction. Understanding these types helps you use prepositions accurately in your sentences. There are three main types of conjunctions: coordinating, subordinating, and correlative. Coordinating conjunctions like and, or, but join equal parts. Subordinating conjunctions like because or although join dependent and independent clauses. Correlative conjunctions work in pairs like either, or. Each type helps you connect ideas in different ways. Interjections can express surprise, pain, joy, or other emotions. For example, wow shows surprise, ouch shows pain, and yay shows happiness. Using the right interjection helps you show exactly how you feel. Let's see how all 8 parts of speech work together in sentences. For example, wow, the smart robot quickly solved the puzzle and it's celebrated with a dance. Here you can spot nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections all working together to create a complete thought. By understanding and using all 8 parts of speech, you can build clearer and more interesting sentences. This skill will help you in school, at work, and in everyday conversations. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Sometimes, people mix up parts of speech, like using a noun when they need a verb or forgetting to add an adjective for detail. Paying attention to each word's role helps you avoid these mistakes and communicate more clearly. The best way to master the parts of speech is through practice. Try writing your own sentences and identifying each part. The more you use them, the easier it will become to spot and use them correctly. When you write essays, emails, or stories, using the right parts of speech makes your writing clearer and more engaging. Readers will understand your ideas better and your writing will sound more professional. When you speak, using the right parts of speech helps you express your thoughts clearly and confidently. It also helps your listener follow your ideas easily, making conversations smoother and more enjoyable. Let's quickly review the 8 parts of speech: noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. Each plays a unique role in building sentences and expressing ideas. Mastering them is the key to strong communication. To master the parts of speech, read widely, listen carefully, and practice writing and speaking. Notice how words are used in different contexts. The more you expose yourself to English, the more natural it will become. Remember, learning grammar is a journey. Keep practicing and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every sentence you write or speak is a chance to improve. With time and effort, you'll become more confident in using all 8 parts of speech. Congratulations! You've learned about the 8 parts of speech and how they work together to build clear, effective sentences. Keep exploring, practicing, and using what you've learned. With these tools, you're well on your way to mastering English grammar and expressing yourself with confidence.